Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do something a little different. Today's going to be a story time of the worst date that I've ever been on. So if you want to hear this story, make sure to stay tuned. Before we jump into the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you're new, my name is Lexi. This is my makeup channel. Let's admire my makeup. It's a little different today, a little pink in the corner or whatever. So yeah, let's jump right into the video. So this is a story time of the worst date that I've ever been on. The worst date. Let's just make that clear. So this is how it all began. So there was, what are we gonna name this guy? Let's name him Xavier. I don't know an Xavier, so that works perfect for me, okay? So Xavier had messaged me on Facebook one day, and we were going back and forth, talking, chit-chatting here and there. There had came a time where he had asked me out on a date, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. So the day had came, and I had work that morning, so I got out of work around 5, and he was supposed to pick me up around like 8 o'clock, around 8 o'clock. So I got ready. When it was like around 7-ish, I texted him and told him to head my way in about 20 minutes because I would be ready to go. I never got a respond back from him. So like an hour and like 20 minutes went by, and I just thought like, okay, like this whole day's going to waste, like we're not gonna go. I get a call from Xavier, and he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, I'm coming right now. So it took him about like, I'd say 40 minutes to get to me. So by the time he got to my house, it was around like 9:30-ish, close to 10. So when I got in the car, we were talking here and there, and he asked me, where do you want to go? And I said to him, the first thing that popped into my head that was close, said like Border Cafe. So he's like, all right, cool, no problem. So we're driving down the highway, and we're like literally probably like, I'd say less than 5 minutes from the destination, and he turns to me and he says, I don't like Mexican food. So I said to him, okay, then why would you say yeah to Border Cafe? Like we could have picked somewhere else. He's like, yeah, let's pick somewhere else because I don't really like Mexican food. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. Where do you want to go? He's like, is there a 99s close by or something? And I was like, actually, like there should be one coming up in like a couple minutes. He's like, all right, cool. So we're about to pull up to 99s, and I told him like, okay, take this right here. He drives a little bit past it and pulls into like the Salvation Army parking lot. Mind you, okay, so this is like Salvation Army, and 99s is right next to it, right? Right here. He parks over here. This is 99s. He parks over here. So I'm like, okay, weird, but all right, cool, whatever. So he parks super far. And mind you, I don't think I mentioned that it's freezing cold outside. Like it's midwinter, okay? So I had this like big puffy jacket on. I had like jeans on. I was bundled up, okay? Because I'm not that type of female that will dress with barely any clothes on just to try to look cute. That's not me. If it's cold, I'm bundling up. So we got out the car and we started to walk all the way across Salvation Army parking lot and halfway through the 99 parking lot to get to the front door. We go inside. I open the door. He helps himself in, okay? So I held the door for him, okay? Switching roles over here. He walks in. We don't even get to the hostess before he's like turning around and like running for the door to exit. He's like, no, I don't want to go here. He's like, let's go somewhere else. And I'm looking at him like he's crazy. I'm like, what's wrong with this place now? Do you not like 99 food or something? Like, what's going on? He's like, I don't like the vibe. The vibe? What? Like, it's a restaurant. Like, it's food. What do you mean you don't like the vibe? It's not a club. So I'm like, okay. Automatically, that just weirded me out completely. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, he must have seen somebody that he didn't want to like be seen with. I don't know, something. Guys be weird sometimes. So I was like, okay, cool, like whatever. Let's walk back to the car. So we walk back to the car. And he's like, where's somewhere else that we can go? Mind you, it's probably about like 10, around 10 now, so a lot of things are closing at like 11. So he said to me, oh, like, where else can we go? I mentioned that the only place that I feel like isn't gonna close is Fridays. So Fridays was about 10 minutes away. So he ended up booking it down the highway. Like, I'm talking about flying. And at this point, I was like, honestly, like, we don't have to go. Like, we can just reschedule because I feel like, you know, you got a lot going on or something. A lot's going on in your mind or something. He's like, no, 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 please, please, please. I really want to take you out. Like, please just let me take you out. I'm like, all right, cool. So we finally get to Fridays. We walk in, and there was only one waitress on. So she was only taking a certain amount of tables in a section. So there was 3 tables. There was 1, 2, 3 right in a row. The first one was taken, the second one was open, and the third one was taken. So where are they going to seat us? In the middle, right? So we walk that way. We go to sit down. He's like, I don't like this seat. I don't want to sit here. I'm like, every other spot in this restaurant is closed besides the bar. He didn't want to sit at the bar because he doesn't drink. So I said, okay, where do you want to sit? He points all the way over there in the back of the restaurant near the bathroom in a closed section where nobody was. It was like the desert. So I'm looking at him like he's crazy now. Like, to me, he's just crazy. So I just went with it. I'm like, all right, like, let's just hurry this up and whatever. So we sat down, and the server was nice enough to take us in that closed section. And I'm a server. Mind you, I'm a server, so I know how it is, and that is so annoying. Like, I felt her annoying, like, her being annoyed. Like, I felt her vibe. Like, I already knew. So we sat down, we ordered our drinks. He had ordered this smoothie, and I told him, I said, like, you're not gonna like that. Like, the smoothies here are not really that good. So he insisted that he got it. He's like, no, I'm gonna like it. Like, you don't know what I like, and da da da. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, cool. So he gets a smoothie. Guess what? He doesn't like it. Funny, right? So he sends it back, and he tells the waitress, just give me a water. So we get our food, and I had ordered. They have this bomb salad there, so I ordered this like salad. Their salads are pretty big. So when we got our food, he looks at me. He's like, "Wow." He's like, "That's a really big salad." He's like, "Are you gonna eat all that?" I looked at him and I was like, "And if I do, like, what's the problem?" He's like, "Oh, no, no, no. I was just asking because that's like a big salad." I'm like, "Okay." And you got a bucket of bones, which is like a bucket of bones, chicken, ribs, all that. Like, I'm not judging you. Leave me alone. So we continued our meal. We continued eating. My shirt is just annoying the shit out of me, so whatever. We're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it alone. So we continued our meal, and as we were finishing up, I had asked for a box. I had took the rest of my food home. So as the bill came, he paid the bill, and I grabbed my jacket because, like I told you, it was cold out, so I had a big jacket on. So I put my big winter jacket on, and he says to me, "Wait, before you put that jacket on, can you stand up for me?" And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Can you like do a 360 for me?" And I was like, "Oh, you want me to model for you?" He's like, "Yeah, like I want to see your figure because when you got in the car, I noticed you had your big jacket on, so I didn't get to see like your body." He's like, "I want to make sure like you're not fat."
Want to make sure like you're not fat.
He had a nerve. Like, he had a nerve, okay? Who the hell says that? First of all, I looked at him straight in the face and I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me. Like, you're ridiculous." I grabbed my purse and I was like, "Let's go." So we walked to the car. It was silent. Like, when I talk about silent, like, I was so beyond mad and annoyed. I just wanted to get out of his presence because he was just irritating me. So we got to the car He gets in the car. He's acting like nothing happened. Like everything he said was just completely fine. He gets in the car. He's like, oh, okay, cool. So where are we going now? And I looked at him and I was like, what do you mean, where are we going now? You're taking me home. That's where we're going. I'm going home. This is a whole dub, okay? Like, cut. No, absolutely not. This is over. No. So I said, you could take me home. He's like, damn, really? It's like that? And I'm like, it's most definitely like that. So he started driving me home. When we pulled up to my house, he's like, you know what? Like, I really had a good time with you. Like, I hope I get to see you again. I straight up, like, I'm a very straight up, honest person, and I don't waste anyone's time. So I was sure he wasted my time. So I felt like I'm about to tell him how I feel right here. So I straight up told him, I said, listen, thank you for taking me out because he spent his money, okay? So I appreciate that. But I told him flat out, we will never be going on a date ever again. And I got out the car, and as I got out the car, I grabbed my stuff, and I was deleting his number and blocking him off social media, like as I was shutting his door. I was like, have a great night, thank you, bye. Shut the door, took my ass right inside my house. And that was the last time that I ever talked to Xavier. I don't know where he is. I don't remember anything about him. I don't care for him at all. That is the type of guy you do not waste your time with. Like, he had so many red flags. So rude. He was so annoying, and he was so ignorant. Like, that was the worst date I ever been on. Like, how rude is it to tell somebody to do a 360 model for you because you want to see if they're fat because I was wearing a winter jacket? Like, how old are you? Like, honestly, how old are you? Like, that is like the most pettiest, most ignorant. Like, who in their right mind would ever be like comfortable enough to say something like that? Like, I just don't understand. Guys are just ridiculous sometimes, honestly. I'm not speaking for all guys. I'm speaking for just some guys, like, are just straight up ridiculous. And if you're a female and you've been through a situation that's been like annoying, or you've been on like a really bad date, then you can vouch for me, okay? Then you can understand. You can feel what I'm feeling. So with that being said, that was the worst date I ever been on. And I hope to God I don't ever meet a guy like him ever again in my life. And I hope I never go on a date like that ever again in my life. Let's pray together, because that was just such a waste of time. I should have just stayed home and cooked myself some food, because it would have saved me a lot less aggravation, let me tell you. So that was my quick story time of the worst date that I ever been on. So thumbs this video up if you want to see another story time of the story of how I almost died. That one's a long one, so it might have to be cut into 2 parts because it's like gets very, very detailed, I guess you could say. But it'll be interesting. So some people have heard it already, some people haven't. But before you go again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And stay tuned for more videos.